Welcome to the 73rd episode of Impact Media Presents as we count down to Christmas and celebrate number 3 on our list of 12 Christmas favorites. I'm Kelly Redmond, your host and Executive Director of Impact Media Presents and Impact Media and Entertainment Coalition, a 501c3 nonprofit organization. I am so excited today. In this episode, I am bringing on someone very, very special. Please meet Emmy nominated actress Kelly Jenrette, who also is currently appearing from her trailer on the set of All American Homecoming. Thank you for joining me, Kelly.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for having me, Kelly.
Absolutely, my soror, Kelly.
That's right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have come a long way. I will never forget my first time seeing you live. You were performing in Love So Deep,
Mm-hmm.
Patricia Cuffy Jones play that I absolutely love. And you also performed a segment of it at our first Impact Media Summit. And I'm forever grateful to you and
Yeah.
Patricia for your support over the years. And it was wonderful seeing you last night at Ain't Too
I
Proud.
know. With Patricia.
Exactly. And Jada. So,
Yes.
I mean, wasn't that amazing?
Oh, listen, anybody, anywhere that has an opportunity to go see Ain't Too Proud, do not walk, run. Run to go see it.
Absolutely.
It is absolutely amazing. I was joking with my with people on set today. I was like, those people sang their faces off. And not only did they sing their faces off, they sang off the faces of everybody in the audience. So after the show, people were just
Absolutely.
walking around faceless because I
Absolutely.
mean, it was amazing. I had to call my mom and I was like, find out where it is. The closest it is to her in Georgia, I think, is Memphis. So she's like, yeah, we're going to go. Go. It's worth it.
Exactly.
I'm going back
Absolutely.
for a second night.
And we will be celebrating Ain't Too Proud as a part of this 12 Christmas favorites with Michael Swanson soon, the
Oh,
executive
amazing.
producer, who you know was also at our summit, Impact Media Summit years
Hmm.
ago. But we have to talk about you, who you are, because you are absolutely one of my favorite actresses and one
Oh,
of my favorite people and believers. And it's just been such a blessing to do life with you and to see you bloom and grow as you lead in faith. And it's just, you've been such an example, leading by faith in everything that you do. And that's one reason that I've always done whatever I could to uplift you and the work that you do, because I know who you are, whose you are, and who you represent. So, Kelly,
amen.
tell us about what you're doing and your why on this journey.
Well, I always introduce myself as a Christian Black girl from Atlanta, Georgia, and acting is something that I have always enjoyed doing. And as you mentioned earlier, I am currently in my trailer. I am still in production for All American Homecoming. It airs on the CW Mondays at 9 p.m. We are on a hiatus right now, but we will be back January 23rd of
Yes.
2023, which time is moving so quickly.
Mhm.
Um, but I say that I'm a Christian Black girl because my identity is in Christ first.
Yes.
And I allow that to inform every aspect of my life. And
Yes.
so, to answer the question of my why is to please God and
Yes.
to do what it is that He commands me to do. It just so happens that the avenue that He has me on is acting.
Yes.
And so if I had gone down the path that I initially started on when I graduated from high school to be a forensic psychologist, because that stuff always fascinated me, I
Yes.
would be doing the same thing in that realm of being a forensic psychologist, So my question that I always ask myself, no matter what production or audition, is, God, what is the assignment? what is it that you have in store for me on this particular set? If there is something, that's where I want to be. If it's not, I don't. And it took
Yes.
me a long time to get to that place where I wasn't so focused on myself and booking something, or not booking something, and just being okay with, okay, God,
Yes.
whatever you have for me, wherever you want me to be, that's where I'll be. Now, I don't know if I completely answered your question. I feel like I
Yes,
was kind
you
of all over the
did.
place.
No, no, no. Absolutely. No, it was absolutely perfect. So tell us about your role and why you chose, because I know you're very selective about the roles that you choose, why you chose to play Amara, now President Amara Patterson
Yes, President
on,
Dr. Amara
yes,
Patterson.
that's right.
So my husband and I, well, actually, I have to give props to my husband, Melvin. He started
Yes.
watching All American and he was like, babe, it's a really good show. You should check it out. So I didn't start watching it until it was on Netflix, and I binged
Mhm.
the whole first season. And I was so moved by one particular character, uh, Grace. James. She
Yes.
plays the mom of the
Mhm.
lead, but
Spencer.
she
Yes,
was just written so beautifully and
she
acted
was.
so wonderfully. I was
Mhm.
like, now that's a black mama, a for
Yes,
real black mama. And
absolutely.
I was drawn in from that moment, just watching her engage. And so when there were talks about a possible spinoff, because I was already a fan of All American, I was game to audition for All American Homecoming. And then to find out it was this particular character, Amara Patterson. She's one of the youngest professors at the university, kind of the black sheep of the family. Her niece means the world to her.
Yes.
While I'm not the black sheep of my family by any means. But I identified with Amara. She was a truth seeker,
Yes.
wanted to make sure she took care of the students, wanted to make sure that, listen, you can play basketball, football, uh, tennis, you can do all those things,
Yes.
but you need to get this education.
Yes.
And that is something that I identify with as well. And then the relationship that Amara has with her niece, I have that relationship with my nephew. I call him my nephew son, and
Yes.
my niece daughter, because they are like my children and they mean the world to me. And so there were so many parallels between myself and Amara that really drew me in. And even her differences, I was excited to explore that and see what it was that I could learn from her as well.
Yes, you play her so beautifully and
Thank you.
all that she represents. I love how it showcases some of the special nuances and opportunities that exist when you go to a historically Black college.
Hmm.
I was fortunate enough to receive my MBA from Clark Atlanta. I didn't
Okay.
get that full experience because I was there on the weekends, but being able to know your college president by name, be invited to dinner, um, again, relative, I mean, just all of those different nuances that are scripted into the show are just absolutely beautiful. The challenges, as you said, around being an athlete, being a performer, being a student, all of
Hmm.
those different nuances are so key. Would
Yeah.
love to hear if there's anything else you want to share specifically about what we can look forward to with All American Homecoming, or we can talk,
Every time,
whatever
like,
you're.
if you go back and watch like interviews from any of the cast that are on the show, anytime we're asked this question,
I
we
know.
always kind of like hold our breath because we're thinking, what is it that I can share? Oh, I can say, nope, I can't say that because then that'll give that away. So there is nothing specific that I can say that won't
Except
give
January
anything.
23rd. Is that
January 23rd. And I will say the back half of season 2 is filled with a lot of stuff. So you are
okay?
not going to
I'll
want
take
to
that.
miss it.
I'll take that. Have you had the opportunity to work with Christine Swanson?
Oh, absolutely. Several times. Christine has directed more than a few episodes of
Yes,
All American Homecoming. Also, All American. She is one of my favorite directors to work with. I
yes,
just love her no nonsense style of getting things done and
yes.
moving. You know, Christine is absolutely a dream to work with.
Absolutely. She's also among my favorites that will be featured this Christmas,
Yay.
in a dual role also,
Hmm.
for All American Homecoming and Fanny. But yeah, I'm just so excited to see all of you just getting the opportunities you deserve, and I know more are coming because
Yeah.
this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come.
Yeah.
So in that vein, tell us what's next. What are you excited about that's coming up?
What's next is I am a founding member of a theater collective, Black Rebirth Collective. And several years ago, they commissioned me to write a piece about Betty Shabazz and Coretta Scott King that I was inspired to write. I actually brought the idea to them because I was inspired from Jeff Stetson's The Meeting, which is an imagined meeting between Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X. And
Yeah.
I said, I wanted to see an imagined meeting between these two iconic women. Oftentimes, and more than often, majority of the times when we talk about them as the wives of or the widows of. But I wanted to kind of take a peek behind the curtain and see who these women were behind that curtain, behind these iconic
Absolutely.
men that they helped to support and push forward. But what made them laugh? What made them cry? What were they frustrated about? What were they excited about? Those were,
Yes,
were things that I really wanted to kind of dive into. And so it's been a labor of love, and we
I
are
bet.
looking to premiere it next year, 2023.
Well, I hope you will come back so that we
Yes.
can make sure everyone knows about it, knows how to access it and tune in, attend, whatever the circumstances may be. Kelly, I know you've got to get back to set, so I
Yep, they're
am
going to
not
be
going to
knocking
hold
in
you
2 minutes.
any further. Exactly. So, and grab a few more bites of your lunch. Thank you
Yes.
so much for taking this time. We've been trying to do this for a little while.
Yeah,
Thank you for being a part of our Christmas favorites.
of
And I look
course.
forward to seeing you real soon. And
Yes.
enjoy again tonight at 18
Yes. I
Crowds of May.
cannot wait. I,
And
I
give
cannot wait.
Melvin a big hug for me.
I will. Thank you,
All right.
Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, one of my absolute favorite people, favorite actresses. And I encourage you to tune in to the CW for on January 23rd for the next season of All American Homecoming. Thank you for joining me for number 3 out of 12 of our Christmas favorites. Have a wonderful holiday season. Take care and God bless.